Rounds of showers and thunderstorms getting ready to crank back up across the Bluegrass State. I'm tracking the possibility of severe weather just ahead.
A man is charged with murder and several other charges following a deadly wreck in Owsley County.
It's become a debate after last week's tragedy in Charleston, South Carolina. Now Kentucky leaders want to know what you think of the various statues in the state capitol rotunda.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Good afternoon. Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott reporting. It's been a stormy morning for some folks in Kentucky, but it's later on tonight when you really need to keep an eye out for severe weather.
Yeah, that is when we have the risk for stronger storms to move through. Let's go straight to Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey on the WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day that we have.
Yeah, so far, guys, those thunderstorms that we had across northern and eastern parts of the area a little earlier in the day, kind of stabilizing the atmosphere. Those clouds and those gusty winds keeping temperatures down a little bit, so late day thunderstorms have been a little slower to crank up. Nothing showing up on Defender, though. I want to show you a satellite view with Defender on here as well, where we have all kinds of little rain-cool boundaries that are floating around. One here into southern Indiana and northeastern Kentucky, stretching back into southern parts of Indiana. We'll have to keep an eye on that for possibly firing up some thunderstorms as we go deeper into the evening and for the overnight. Right now, on the broad view of Defender, not a whole lot across Kentucky or surrounding areas. That cluster of storms this morning kind of stabilizing the air, but now that we're back into the heating of the day, we've got some sunshine out there, we're going to have to watch this particular area for the potential for some stronger thunderstorms to go up later this evening and even carrying us potentially into the wee hours of tomorrow morning. With the sun coming out, those temperatures only into the mid-80s. This is not a hot day by any stretch of the imagination. You can thank those thunderstorms from earlier this morning from keeping the temperatures down, because had the thunderstorms not moved through earlier in the day, look at that temperature in Bowling Green, 94. That's what many of us would be seeing now. And that's also, guys, helping to keep that severe weather threat over the next couple of hours fairly low. Later this evening, we're going to change that up, and we may change it up again as we start out the weekend. We'll break it down when I come back in a few minutes.
A young college student is dead and her boyfriend is in the hospital after police say they were hit by a drunk driver.
It happened last night right in the heart of Booneville. Kentucky State Police say that two people were on the motorcycle on Kentucky 11 when they were hit head-on by a car. Police arrested the driver of that car, 49-year-old Jesse Benton. He is charged with murder, assault, DUI, and having an open alcoholic beverage in the vehicle. WKYT's Sam Smith is tracking the investigation. It's our top story at 4:30.
I'm standing along Highway 11 just outside of town near the BP station where this crash happened. Kentucky State Police say it was around 7 o'clock last night when a truck driven by 49-year-old Jesse Bennett struck two people on a motorcycle. On the bike, Taylor Linehart and her boyfriend. Friends say they were engaged. They were both seriously injured and were airlifted to UK hospital. Linehart died from her injuries at the hospital. Her boyfriend, Jeremiah Taylor, has life-threatening injuries. I'm told Linehart just finished her freshman year at EKU. Bennett has been charged with murder, DUI, assault, and possession of an open container. His uniform citation says he told officers he had been drinking beer and Fireball whiskey before the crash. Witnesses say he was visibly upset after the crash.
I mean, I think anybody in that situation would be shaken up, and I can't imagine what he's going through right now, because I know he wouldn't have ever intentionally done that.
Bennett's lodged in the Three Forks Regional Jail. In Owsley County, Sam Smith, WKYT.
Funeral arrangements are pending. Bennett is expected to be arraigned on Monday. The group that oversees Kentucky's historical property says the public, you, need to give your input on statues in the state capitol rotunda.
The panel says they won't make a decision about the Jefferson Davis statue or any other statues in the rotunda until their August meeting. Kentucky's governor asked the group to discuss the issue in the wake of discussions to remove Confederate symbols and items from state properties. WKYT's Phil Pendleton covered the meeting and has more now from Frankfort.
The statue of Jefferson Davis has been in the Kentucky Capitol Rotunda since the 1930s. In fact, all the statues have been there for at least 5 decades. This Historical Properties Commission says maybe it's time to review all of the statues. But of course, today's meeting comes just days after a number of people have called for the removal of the statue of the President of the Confederacy. The Historical Properties Advisory Commission says they want the public to have a chance to give their input, and they also want input from other historical groups.
I think that the commission will have to weigh all of the information, all the documentation presented, and make a decision on the totality of that. And I think public sentiment does weigh heavily.
The panel will meet again on August the 5th. They'd say they will take submissions through July the 29th. In Frankfort, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Well, if you would like to weigh in and leave your input on the issue, you can find the web address for the Kentucky Historical Properties Advisory Panel at WKYT.com. Well, tomorrow, a memorial will be held along the side of US 27 in Jessamine County to mark a sad anniversary. It'll be a year since 6 people were killed in a head-on crash there. Tonight at 6, I sit down with 2 of the survivors, lucky to be alive and who learned to heal in more ways than one. It was a terrible scene. 2 cars badly mangled along this stretch of US 27 in Jessamine County near Shun Pike. Police say a car carrying a family of 5 crossed the road and hit a van with members of the ministry Refuge for Women inside. For some of the women inside that van, they were on a path to healing, having left the sex industry to turn their lives around. The accident was so bad, rescuers on scene say it's a miracle anyone survived. A year later, for 2 women, there are still physical scars, but also a new perspective on how far they've come.
I just want to live in this new life with freedom and happiness and give back and love unconditionally.
This year, God has just kept telling me how much of an overcomer I am. So I've overcame a lot this year.
Well, tonight at 6, you'll hear more from these 2 women and why they are stronger than they ever thought possible.
That was such a tragic time with 6 people, including an entire family that was killed. But, you know, Amber, out of that, from what you're showing, a lot more attention now is given to this really important women's group that some people might not have known even existed.
Sam, yes, it did. You know, I did a story on Refuge for Women just a couple of years ago. My eyes were open to what they do in helping get women out of human trafficking situations or the sex industry. But tonight at 6, you're going to see how some of the people that were on scene that night, their eyes were open to what Refuge does. They're now supporters of that group, and just how glad and thankful they are to what this group now does in Central Kentucky and all over the country. So more tonight at 6, how this really changed a lot of people's lives.
And how brave those 2 are to go ahead a year later and want to talk more about the story and be on camera like that.
When she says she overcame a lot, they both did. So
looking forward to it. Thank you, Amber. It may not come as a shocker, but a county in eastern Kentucky officially has the highest population of white people. New numbers were just released this morning by the U.S. Census Bureau. At 98.1%, Leslie County has the highest percentage of Caucasians. The city with the highest percentage of African Americans is Holmes, Mississippi.
Well, I am sure they wish the forecast could be better for this weekend, but organizers of Red, White, and Boom say rain or shine, the show is going to go on. This weekend's music festival at Whitaker Bank Ballpark in Lexington has been in the works for months now. With storms in the forecast, organizers say they are developing a plan to keep everyone informed and safe. Tickets for Red, White, and Boom, which is this Friday and Saturday, are nearly sold out.
No storms showing up just yet on Live First Alert Defender, but I'm going to track storms that likely will develop across the area later this evening. That and maybe some more to start out that weekend. The severe weather threat highlights the forecast up next.